Back everyone to another video review of Cyberboy Studios 101. Today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Gamer Edition War for Cybertron Studio Series Sideswipe. As you can see for the packaging, we have awesome artwork of Sideswipe in his action mode with the D-pad on the bottom next to the number 7. On the side we have more artwork of Sideswipe's face, Studio Series, and the D-pad. On the other side we have Sideswipe in robot mode, vehicle mode, and transforms into 24 steps. On the other side is the same shot of Sideswipe, that action pose with the D-pad. And without further ado, let's take a look at this figure. After getting him out of the box, I have fiddled with him a couple of times. He was a little tricky at first, but then I got the hang of the transformation. Right off the bat we have Sideswipe with his weapon. First we'll be taking a look at the weapon. This basically resembles the gun I used in the prison break-in when we grabbed a weapon and started blasting Decepticon troops with. Like, this was a really good weapon. It was deadly, it can take out snipers, and it has long range. For the figure itself, this right here looks exactly the way Sideswipe did in the video game, where he transforms into this futuristic looking car. He's very video game accurate. He has everything you need. The wheels, the silver striping, and this is basically my favorite Cybertronian sports car throughout the entire game. If I had a Cybertronian mode, I would turn into something like this. He has pinned on wheels. He has the mushroom peg wheels. He cleans up in the bottom, and he's really good, and he rolls really well. For some size comparisons, here we'll have Bumblebee, and they're scaled pretty good. Like, this is a decently good scale. It's not as realistic, but it's decent. For transformation, it's pretty tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty fun. First, we'll have to pull these pins, align the tires to the hole so that it will grip onto it. Do the same thing right here. Open these up. After that, you pull out the spoiler. Then you pull the front of the car like this. Open the doors. Like, these are really hard to get in, so you have to put as much pressure as you can in there. Then you open up these panels where the thighs are stored in. Split this in two. Open up one leg first. You have to pull this feet out of the leg, just like this. Realign this thigh piece so it clips into place. Then close the leg. Do the exact same thing to the opposite leg. There you have your feet. And believe me when I say the transformation is very Revenge of the Fallen inspired. Where the waist turns all the way around, you pull the arms down like this. You clip the hood to this peg right here. I would advise you to hold on to this peg so that it doesn't pop off, because this thing has a tendency to pop off. If you had like an upgrade kit, I would advise you to screw a hole through here, then grab a pin and slide it in there as well. After that, you close these pegs inside. Oh yeah, forgot one thing. You gotta pull the head out. It's tucked right here, so wedge this back a little bit, then slide the head all the way out. Clip this in. Snap these into place. Click these place. Then collapse the chest all the way in. There you go. Fold the fists out. The exact same thing right here. collapse the front of the card to the back. Flip this all, actually pull this out. Flip this all the way around. Collapse this to the back. Then close this. And after you're done, there you have Sideswipe in his awesome looking robot mode. And right off the bat, Sideswipe looks outstanding in his robot mode. He looks exactly the way I remember him from the War for Cybertron video games. The cool thing about Sideswipe's character is, in every iteration, either G1, the Bayverse, the War for Cybertron video games, Devastation, or even the comics, he always knows how to steal the show, and that's what he does in this video. His robot mode literally steals the show, like everything from the top, the head, not so much to the bottom of the feet, but throughout the rest. Like, this is Transformers War for Cybertron Sideswipe done right. Now take a look at the head. Like, this is very G1 accurate. Reason why this design's my favorite, because it takes everything from G1 and the Bayverse and makes it its own thing by having a G1 accurate Cybertronian robot mode that transforms very Bayverse inspired. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the reason why they chose the Bayverse transformation over the generic G1 transformation, because they want to show us that him and his twin brother Sunstreaker transform in a similar way. And I think that's genius engineering. Now for some size comparisons, we'll start off with Bumblebee. And as you can see, he's a lot taller than his bro B, which is actually pretty scale accurate wise. Next we'll be comparing him to my favorite toy, Prowl. And yeah, not only is he taller than B, he's even taller than Prowl. Like, this is like the tallest Deluxe I've ever reviewed, and I love it. Like, pairing these three together is awesome. Like, having these three as a young bot trio literally is everything I could ever ask for. For weapon integration, first thing you gotta do is remove this right forearm and then incorporate the rifle, and there you go. Sideswipe is all armed and ready for combat, and that is awesome, where you can recreate the scene where his hand transforms into that rifle and he starts blasting those Decepticons into smithereens, and you could do a lot of action poses with this guy, and that's awesome. Now, articulation-wise, he's pretty articulated. The head is on a ball joint, so it can turn all the way around. His arms are on ball joints. They get locked right here, so you had to angle them a different way till you get them to do a full 360. He has a bicep swivel. He has a waist swivel. Legs can go up. They can go far. His knees can bend. And overall, this is like, I give his robot mode pretty much a 9.5 out of 10. After you replace his forearm, now you transform him back into a vehicle mode. First thing you gotta do is twist the elbows in the right direction where the peg is facing. Fold in the fists on both sides. Straighten the head. Detach the chest. Make sure that this doesn't pop. Pull the shoulders out. Flip these tabs up. Pull the back a little bit. Then fold in the head till it's all the way tucked in. Fold these up till you get them in a correct angle. Then you fold this all the way up. I advise you to upgrade. I advise you to screw that hole so you can put that pin in there. So it'll make it a lot easier. Then you pull this out. Well, you got it all the way in. Then you clip these together. You have tabs right here that are going to slot into his hips right here. Give that a little, Angelina, give it a little squeeze. Now do the exact same thing right here. There you got the top. Now all you have to do is Do the exact same thing, exactly how I showed you. Turn his waist 180 degrees, beaver style. Then you pull the ankles upwards like this. Open the calves. Turn these all the way around. Fold in one leg until it's all the way folded. Clip this to the peg. Do the exact same thing right here. No, first things first. Now collapse this piece so it's secured. Exact same thing right here. Make sure these are aligned. Make sure you clip this into place. Swivel these doors all the way around. So you align them to this peg. Give it a good squeeze. Do the exact same thing right here. Collapse the front of the car in. And then rotate the spoiler. Make sure the pegs are aligned. Then collapse these back to the back of the car. And once you're done, there you have Sideswipe back in his awesome Cybertronian sports car mode. This is a figure that every Transformers fan would love. Either if you're a G1, Bavers, or video game fan, this is a good addition to your collection. And if you like this video, please share a like, subscribe, comment me on my videos, and stay tuned for more content and whatever surprises I come up with. And as for this figure, I give it a 9 out of 10. See ya.